Yes, Patrick. Last year, NYCFC led the league in goals scored after the 75th minute. Today's equalizer came in the 76th minute. How do you go about changing the mentality of the team to close out games?
I don't think it's the mentality problem. I think it's just about how can we deal in a situation where we are under pressure. And this is what we need to get focused on. And I don't think it's a mental problem. I think it's just about the team above us and try to put us under pressure. I think we just have sometimes to accept that the team are playing better in a certain period of the game, and that period of the game we have to be a little bit more stronger as a team and defend better. And I think when you look at the games today, we concede the goals at the wrong time, especially the first one. And I think the goals we concede before halftime give them the momentum and give them a little bit more belief. And I think if we going back to the dressing room at 2-0, it would be completely a different game.
Patrick, that was one of the things I was going to ask you. Of the two, I'd imagine conceding just before the half. I mean, on the very last play was very difficult, and also I think you just alluded to it as well. But does it feel like it was a point that you lost here tonight?
When you're winning 2-0 and you draw 2-2, there's a lot of frustration from our part and our side. Because when you lead 2-0, we had to control the game a little bit more better. But I think you have to give a credit to Toronto with the way they played, and I think as a team we will get better. That's what I was saying after our first game against Chicago. That this team, with the way they work, we will get better and better and stronger and stronger. And I believe as a team, we were better today than we were against Chicago, and we will be even better against Orlando because I'm really pleased with the commitment and the hard work from the players.
Coach, over here. So you just mentioned Chicago. Last week was a little bit of an unknown because Chicago had so many new players, but Toronto's attack was a little more something you could research. Can you talk about how that affected your preparation for this week?
Not at all. We knew how good they were up front. They are really mobile, really good in the counter-attack, and they was quite really direct. And I think when you analyze the game, I'm quite really pleased with the way that we stopped them and tried to find Jovinko behind our back three. But in the other side, Jovinko's goal, that is the talent. And sometimes you have to accept the talent from the other team. But overall, I think we deal quite well with this strength. And of course, there is a lot of frustration, but everything wasn't perfect against Chicago. Everything is not perfect tonight. It will not going to be perfect against Orlando, but we will get better as a team.
Patrick, over here.
Yes.
Thank you. You talked about how you guys played better, and tonight you started Federico Bravo alongside Pirlo. So do you think from open play, defensively, there was improvement compared to this game from Chicago, and how do you look to continue that defensive progression from the midfield and from the whole team in general?
Our objective of this game was to control the game. And this is the reason why we played Federico next to Andrea, and that gave us as well a little bit more solidity. And I think Federico tonight was fantastic. And we will see against Orlando. We may gonna go back to the 4-3-3. We're gonna go maybe with the 3 at the back, or we may gonna go with 3 at the back, 3 in the midfield, and 4 up front. What is really good is that we have a system that we can play around and try to control games.
Patrick,
Yeah, hi.
Kojipuku was an amazing player last season. What's wrong with him now? Are you going to trade him or something?
He was a really good player last year. He's still a really good player this year. And my job is to pick up the best team to try to win games. And I expect a lot from Poku. And he still have a massive part to play in our football club. And he's a really important player.
Coach, there was a lot of talk about the formation heading into this match, 3-4-3, very narrow type of formation that you had. Could you talk a little bit about that, your decision to employ that? And mix, you looked very comfortable in the field today, especially playing in the middle. Could you talk about how that formation is perhaps influencing the way that you're playing out of the field as well?
You can start.
Hi guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm a central midfielder, and the coach and I have talked about this, and as long as I do my best and deserve to play, it's in the midfield I'll be. So just gotta keep on doing what I can and try to deserve that spot. But I definitely feel more comfortable in the middle now, not out in the wing for the last 5 minutes, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, and last year it was a 4-3-3, and I was playing up top on the right side, and I'm not, the Kari Shelton who can play past guys by running faster, dribbling. I'm more of a combination player and passing. So the style that our coach tries to adapt in our system is exactly the style I feel most comfortable in, and the style I want to play.
We had, when they were going into a counter-attack, the direct game, and we knew that Toronto was quite really direct. When they will get the ball, the objective was to find Jovinko in the space straight away, and it was quite really important for us to block that space, and I believe that three at the back we did it quite really well, and I was really pleased because we didn't spend so much time on that system, but the way the players played tonight and their understanding, it was really good, and obviously we will use that system later on, no problem at all.
Yeah, Patrick. Riyadh had a difficult game in the first game. How did you feel he bounced back, and what do you think of his performance tonight?
I think he was good. I think he was more confident today. He showed a lot of character, and he will get better and better. The first game wasn't easy for him because he's coming from a different country, didn't really know the game, I would say, and he learned a lot from the first game we played. And Fred is just like the other players on the team, and he will get better and better, just like the team. And I was really pleased with his performance today.
Hey Patrick, I was a bit surprised by the substitution of Steven Mendoza in the second half, given the fact that he's been incorporated on the team for less than a week. What role do you think the Colombian will play in the coming months in the MLS?
I think if we decide to bring him to our football club, is that we believe, and I personally believe, that he can help the team and we will be better with him. And that gives me different options, because when you look at that, the winger that we have in our football club, we just have two, and Mendoza is the third one, and Jack can be one of them as well. And the season is really long. It will be a lot of games, and Mendoza, like Kari, Tony, Poku, will have a part to play in the success of this football club.
Okay, just the last question now. Hi Patrick, before the season started,
Yes.
Hi, before the season started, you said that it's important for this team to develop an identity. What specifically is that identity that you're looking for, and how close after 2 games you think the team is to finding that?
Like you said, it's just only 2 games, still a long way to go. And people build up identity in years. But what I believe that we're doing well is to play with personality. We have a way to play, we want to build up from the back. Yes, it's risky at times, but that is a way that I want the team to play. And I believe we have the players to play that way as well. And you can see when you watch the first 2 games we played so far, we try to play between the line. There is a strong confidence from the players, each other, give the ball to players even if it's under pressure. There's a lot of personality in the team. We score a lot of goals, we concede, yes, but the philosophy of mine and the football club is that We want to create more than we concede. And of course, there's a balance to find at the same time. But we will get better. I'm not worried at all about it, because like I said earlier, the commitment and the hard work from the players to get information and the way they're working in training, we will get better.